We unlock the panic button to the panelists, shorten football games, and break out our discount double check. This is College Crossfire.
Where the hell's the rest of it?
Where's the rest of it?
Taylor's not even here to defend himself.
I'm so excited.
Good evening, everybody, and welcome into the exclusive sports debate show live from the 40 Acres. It's College Crossfire. I'm your host, Reese Miller. We're glad to have you here and incredibly excited we are with you on a Wednesday night. Let's introduce you to our wonderful panel of hot sports opinions. HSOs to my right, it's the defending camp, Captain Jack. Jack, great to have you back, man. How you doing?
It's great to be back. 1-2 on this show. I'm hoping to go 2-3.
Nice. Getting the record going, headed into October, last day of September. Madelyn Myers, a brand new participant. Madelyn, we're grateful to have you with us. Are you excited?
Very excited. Thanks for having me.
Think you can get the win on show number one?
I'm hoping. Good luck first time.
Excellent. Travis Riffe, also a rival, Riffe the rival, looking for his first victory as well. Travis, how you doing?
I'm doing great. Looking to go 1-0.
1-0. So we got a couple of people ready to get the 1-0. Captain Jack, the heavy favorite today, guys, for the second straight week. The Texas Longhorn football team lost in heartbreaking fashion on a special teams error. This time, it was punter Michael Dixon who let a punt slip through his grasp before narrowly getting a negative punt away, setting up a game-winning field goal for Oklahoma State. Texas defense improved from their first 3 weeks, but the Longhorns were penalized 16 times for 128 yards. While Gerard Hurd did not account for the touchdown, Texas is now 3-1 on the season. But guys, who exactly is to blame for this loss? You got a lot of different candidates, and Jack, we'll start with you.
So the Longhorn fan base, you want to blame the refs. The refs, there was 3 ghost calls, bad calls, but if the special teams does their job, we're not talking about this right now.
Right.
If the special teams does their job and they're non-existent, like they're supposed to be in a football game, do their job, the Horns might be 3-1. We're not talking about some refs. We're not talking about conspiracy theories. The offense played well. The defense played much better. It's got to be about the special teams. As much as, the Longhorn fan base wants it to be about the rest, it's not their fault. It's Longhorn's fault.
I'm with you, although the offense, I don't think, held its part in the second half. Madelyn, we'll go with you.
You can also blame the refs, like Jack said, but we had too many inopportune penalties. We had 2 touchdowns called back. I'm not really sure who. You can't have that many penalties in a football game.
Yep, 16 for 128 yards and several phantom ones as well. So penalties, we've got special teams, obviously big parts. Travis, what do you think?
I mean, the refs overall for sure, but I think the Ken Perkins injury was the overwhelming factor. Without him, they had 5 sacks on Gerard. With him before that, they had 188 yards on 29 plays, and after that, they had 13 plays with negative 17 yards. So he was the overlaying factor in the offense going downhill.
Yeah, Marcus Hutchinson's replacement just wasn't able to get anything going. Texas offense, honestly, entirely different. No first downs in the last couple drives in the fourth quarter. Travis, first show coming in strong. He's getting the point. A little something different, although obviously special teams and penalties had a lot to do with it, guys. Week 2 of Big 12 play brings the number 4 team in the country, the TCU Horned Frogs, for Texas. The Longhorns travel to Fort Worth this weekend, facing an undefeated TCU squad that feasted on Texas 48-10 last Thanksgiving. TCU only has 1 defensive starter left from their Big Peach Bowl victory over Ole Miss last year. So what does Texas have to accomplish in order to have any sort of chance at an upset? Right now, 14.5 point dogs. And Madelyn, you'll get the first shot here.
We've got to give the defense a break. The offense needs to stay on the field longer. And also, the defense has been doing a fairly good job at stopping the run game. So they've got to keep that up. But, if they're too tired, they won't have a chance.
Right, so defense obviously needing to step in there, although much improved versus Oklahoma State. Travis, what do you think? Any chance to beat TCU, what are they going to do?
I think they've got to capitalize on momentum, something they definitely didn't do in the OSU game. Any turnovers, they've got to capitalize, and they've got to win the third down battle on both sides. They were 4 for 16 versus OSU, and that was almost more of a story of the game. And defensively for TCU, they've got to capitalize on the fact that on long passes, they look straight to Josh Doxson, and they've got to guard him, and they've got to really just capitalize on the long pass defense.
Yeah, Josh Doxson last week, 267 yards. Last week, even when they had Quandre Diggs matched up, and at Texas, I believe, 126th in the country defensive third downs. Everybody has feasted on the Longhorns so far. Jack, how are they going to beat TCU?
Going against, when you're overmatched, the inclination is to be conservative. Texas can't do that. They have to be aggressive. They have to attack. TCU is going to score their points. You're not going to keep Boykin and Doxson out of the end zone. They're going to score. They're probably going to score 40 plus. So Texas has to do that. The defense, even a good defense, 40 points would be a good defensive performance. Texas has to be attacker, let Hurd loose, let him make plays. Now, Texas doesn't have the greatest shot, but if they are going to win, that's what they have to do.
It would be one of the, everybody says, that type of victory, a signature win for Charlie Strong, something he desperately needs. So just real quick, do you guys think they have any sort of chance? Do they get it done and knock off number 4 TCU this weekend?
I don't think so. I think it'll be like a 45 to 30. The defense won't be able to hold up, but in the end, no.
Okay. Got any shot?
I think they do, actually, believe it or not. I think that if they can this could be a signature win for the program to turn it around. And I think if there's any time in the past 4 years they need this win, and I think they can get it.
It would be huge, maybe season saving, some might say. Madelyn, what do you think? Any sort of shot?
I agree. I think they have a shot. TCU's tired from their last game. Texas needs to win.
Maybe that type of emotional output against Texas Tech. Maybe a little letdown coming versus Tech. How is that a letdown coming for Texas? Anyways, after a 1-3 start, Coach Charlie Strong's coaching record at Texas is 7-10. His .412 winning percentage is the worst of any Texas head coach in the last 100 years. The Longhorns are 1-3 for the first time since well before we were born in 1956. It's taken Strong just less than a season and a half to lose 5 home games, while it took Mac Brown 8.5 years to accomplish that same feat. So guys, is it that time to start panicking for Charlie Strong and the Horns? Even though might not want to, media and fans are starting to get to that level, so is it time to hit the panic button? Travis, will slide the panic button over to you first.
Absolutely not. I think you can't walk into a team that he walked into, basically a 6-7 team to start out, and just magically turn it around. He's got this team is 2 years away from being a great team, but it is 2 years away from being a great team. And people that aren't jumping on the bandwagon now will jump on it in 2 years. And I think the buzz around campus is incredible for Gerard and Malik compared to last year, especially because there was no stars like that on the team last year.
The problem might be if you don't get another 2 years for Charlie Strong, if, let's say, they finish 3-8 or something similar, 3-9. Jack, what do you think? Time to panic or hold off on that?
Strong came into a broken program, frankly. I mean, he came in, Mac, he got lazy. He won't admit that. It's hard to say that, but he got lazy at the end. He came into a broken program, so what did Charlie do? He didn't try to build on that. He tore it all down. He didn't take the remnants and try to build on top of that. Tore it all down, kicked people off the team. There's barely any upperclassmen on the team, but the good news is there are a lot of young studs, young stars on this team that going forward, once they're upperclassmen, with a couple more of his classes behind that, like he said, all the people are going to be jumping on the bandwagon then. So
hey, get on board, right?
Get on
Charlie
board.
Strong said Monday, it's going to flip. Get on board or get out the way. Madelyn, what do you think? You get on board?
I agree with both of them completely. Don't panic. This is Charlie Strong's style. He did the same thing in Louisville, tore it down completely, and then rebuilt. It's taking a little longer than fans would like, but that's why Texas hired him, because he did well in Louisville.
Right, and great example going back. Charlie Strong, 7-6 his first 2 years. After that, vaulted to a Sugar Bowl. Texas fans hoping for something similar. Although 7-6 this year might be a little hard to get, guys. We're headed for break number one segment down. And, by the way, everybody gets a point on that one. I'm feeling generous, so we got 2-1-2 headed for break. When we come back, we'll hit the diamond and put on our cheese heads. Don't go anywhere. Welcome back to College Crossfire. Let's take a peek at our scores. 1 round down. We got 2 rounds to go. Headed for round 2 right now. We've got 2 points for Captain Jack Turner, defending champ Madelyn with 1 point. Another newbie, Travis, tied for the lead at 2 points. So we got 2-1-2. But again, very early, anything can happen, guys. This year, if you've been at a college football game and thought, wow, this really feels kind of long, it's not just your imagination. The Wall Street Journal reported this week that college football games in 2015 have set records for the most games over 3.5 hours and the most games over 4 hours. The average game has a chance to break last year's record of 3 hours 22 minutes. Meanwhile, the average NFL game is 3 hours and only 7 minutes. So, guys, does college football have a problem here, and how do they fix it? It just seems long games after long games. Ole Miss and Alabama a couple weeks ago, well over 4 hours. I know football's at its peak, but are they getting into a problem here? Jack, we'll start with you.
I want a fifth quarter. Give me a fifth quarter with 20-minute long quarters. I don't care. Give me more. Give me more. It's absolutely ridiculous. If we're going to cut anything out, the halftime show's 25-minute long. Let's cut that to 15 so we can get back to the good stuff. I will be reasonable for a second. The clock stopping after every first down, we might want to cut that down. I love that rule, but we might want to cut that down to the last 5 minutes of each half. I want that added to the NFL. That's off topic. But that might be the only suggestion, but whatever. Like, keep the football on the field. That's what I got.
Yeah, it seems with the spread teams, like you said, the clock stops every time you get a first down. If you're getting first downs, you're scoring, clock doesn't have a whole lot of time to stop. Madelyn, what do you think? Is there a problem here? Are things getting too long? Because it seems when you're at the games, it does seem to drag on a bit.
When you're at a game, you're there for the commercials. I mean, you can cut the commercials down as much as you can, but also with games like this past Texas game where the refs, there's so many penalties that can slow a game down, but there's not really anything that you can do about that. But no, I don't think they're too long. Just there's certain things that you can cut down.
All right, so we got two. We got two on the same side here, Travis. Your step to a chance to make a big bold statement. What do you got?
Yeah, well, I think there is something they can do. When you go to the review, the refs take forever. It's ridiculous, and that itself takes up about, it seems like 30 minutes of the game. You could easily cut that out with a time limit on reviews. You could also, along with him, the stopping of the clock, that could be taken care of. Going out of bounds, maybe you could change that to 5 minutes left in the half. A lot of things could be changed because I agree it does drag on, because I'm just as big of a football fan as anybody. But even sitting there, like you get restless for sure.
All right, Travis, you brought it. I love it. You're getting the points. You take a 3-2-1 lead. I agree. I think there's some things you could do to just shorten it, tidy it up a little bit, because everybody's going to show up, but it can seem 4 hours is quite a while when you get other sports. Taking a little less, guys. To the NFL now. After another impressive Monday night performance, Green Bay Packers quarterback Aaron Rodgers has thrown 10 touchdowns and no interceptions through the first 3 games of the 2015 season. He is on pace for a career-best completion percentage and was named the NFC Offensive Player of the Week for the 13th time, the most of any player since 2010. Backup QB Scott Tolzien claimed Rodgers was becoming the Michael Jordan of football. So, guys, that begs the question, are we watching the best ever? And if not, what does Aaron Rodgers have to do to get to GOAT status? Madelyn, what do you think?
I don't know about best ever, but he's definitely going to be a great. I think he could win 1 or 2 more championships to solidify that. I mean, you look at examples like Dan Marino. No one argues that Dan Marino, was a good player, but he never won a Super Bowl. So just to keep the argument, I think he could win 1 or 2 more championships.
So he has 1 now.
Mm-hmm.
What would he have? How many would he have to win to surpass maybe a Brady or a Montana? 2 or 3?
2 or 3.
2 or 3?
3 would be good.
3 would be good. That's a tall task. You're a hard lady to please. It's all good. Travis, what do you think?
All-time great right now, no, but I would definitely consider him in the all-time talks based on the fact he's got the greatest QBR of all time.
Right.
As of right now. He's got the greatest QB or touchdown to interception ratio of all time, beating, and Tom Brady's in second, and he more than doubles it. That's unheard of. And he has so many years left. He'll no doubt be in the talks for the greatest of all time by the end of his career, especially with a couple more Super Bowls, which he's definitely able to win with his backing.
If he's able to stay healthy, only injured really once in his career, he's going to put up monster numbers. Jack, what do you think?
He's not cemented as an all-time great yet, but the quick creep is drying quickly. He just needs to consistently keep being great. That's what greats do. They're consistently great. There have been players throughout history that have been great for a sneeze. But what he needs to keep doing, keep being great. I don't agree though. I don't think he needs to win a Super Bowl. Football's such a team game that Peyton Manning is considered an all-time great. He only has one. So as long as he's consistently great for he's a quarterback, could be another 7 seasons. I think he'll be in the conversation at least to be all-time greatest QB.
I think with the way things are now, with Brady having 4 rings, I think he's got to get to 2 or 3. So Madelyn, you're taking the point. Although I do think we're watching maybe the most talented single player at that position for the time being, guys. From college football to the NFL, we got some baseball now. The New York Mets and Chicago Cubs have clinched postseason berths, while the Houston Astros continue to battle for the final spot in the American League West, or the wild card. These teams were largely afterthoughts at the outset of 2015, yet they are contenders heading into October. Guys, what's been the key to these teams' turnaround, and who has the best chance at a title out of 3 teams that were so lowly last year, last couple of seasons, and all of a sudden they're contenders for a World Series? Travis, we'll start with you.
Okay, so I think you can just throw the Astros out in the title run, but for sure it comes down to the Mets and Cubs, and the Mets bullpen is just outstanding. It's one of the best since '95. Braves, and it might be better than that bullpen. But their offense, they have had some offensive woes because their defense has been winning games, to be honest. And I believe the Cubs, who just can't lose right now, are definitely in the running for the championship, and everyone's stepping up right now, and they're so well-rounded. I believe they can.
Right. The one thing that might bite the Cubs is they'll be in the wild card game. 1 loss, 1 bad game, they're done. Although I do think they're hotter right now. Jack, what say you?
I have to give Mets the best chance. They have the pitching. And really what comes down to is veterans. You see Houston, they started off really hot, and then they came in at the end of the season, kind of slowed down. That's too much youth. Same with the Cubs. Cubs have great players, but a lot of youth. The farm systems are coming through. The Astros and the Cubs, they have much brighter futures, I believe, than the Mets. But this year, I would take the Mets to go farther than either of those teams. And maybe not a championship contender, but definitely farther. Plus, they're the only ones that wouldn't be a wild card.
Right, only ones that would get automatically a 5-game series and might have the best 5 in baseball at the moment. Madelyn, what do you think? Anybody got a shot?
I completely agree with both of them. I think the Mets have the best shot. The Cubs have the best record, but like Travis pointed out, the Mets have the best bullpen. When you get to the playoffs, it really comes down to pitching. Who has the better pitching, and the Mets have that.
All right, so we got everybody's rolling on the Mets train. Everybody's rolling on the Mets train. So bullpen winning the game. I'm going to give.
I got the Cubs.
You got the Cubs. Okay,
I'm saying Cubs are more well-rounded.
So you're saying Cubs. So you think Cubs beat the Pirates and then move into?
Yes, I think for sure.
That
Excellent.
wild card game's sketchy, man.
I think wild card game's sketchy.
I think they're too hot right now. I think they can do it.
All right. Wild card game sketchy. Jack wins the point. Headed to 2 rounds down, guys. 1 round to go. We heat up rapid fire next, and we'll decide a winner. Anything can happen next. This is College Crossfire. Thanks for keeping it tuned to TSTV and College Crossfire. We're headed for our final round rapid fire. But before we do, let's check out the scoreboard to my right. We have 3, 2, and 3. Madelyn, fear not. Rapid fire, anything can happen. We got a couple ballers over here far and away from you guys. Just so everybody knows how this works, points are now doubled from 1 to 2. There is no order, so anyone can jump in as soon as we get the question going. So, guys, we're gonna have a little fun here. I'm pretty jazzed up about this segment, guys. Sometimes it's better to be lucky than good. With TCU trailing Texas Tech 52-48 on 4th down and goal, TCU quarterback Trayvon Boykin threw high to Josh Doxson, but running back Aaron Green was there to secure the victory. So let's listen to Brian Estridge on the game-winning call for the TCU Horned Frogs. And we'll just watch the play. And guys, terrific call. If you haven't heard it, highly recommend looking it up. Just incredible play to end the game. So everybody wants to be a sportscaster, right? Everybody has some aspiration to be a sportscaster. So now's your chance. You're going to get to be your own sportscaster. We're going to put the video up on the screen. You guys are going to watch it and give me your own play-by-play call for TCU beating Texas Tech in the final moment. So okay, you guys get to watch it first.
Yeah.
You get to watch it once first. So let's play the video and let's watch it one time first. All right, so this is the last play, 4th down and goal, and Trayvon Boykin. Everybody thinks it's over. Aaron Green makes a save in the back of the end zone. TCU fans go nuts. Josh Doxson and just barely tipping that up in the air. Look at Aaron Green. The awareness. Tech fans are heartbroken. They throw tortillas on the field and beer cans and everything else. So much. Anyways, so you guys step up. Whoever gets to go first will play the video. You guys do your own play-by-play, and we'll award 2 points for it.
All right. I guess I'll.
All right, Jack goes. Jack goes. All right,
Is the
cue
man-
video.
Boykin back. He's looking around. Oh, he throws. Oh, it's too high. Oh, Green in the back. Oh, Green for the green. Did he catch it? Did he get the foot down? No. Yes. No. Oh my God! What a freaking catch!
That's awesome. That's awesome. All right. We got a strong number one. Strong number one. We'll just go in order here. Madelyn, it's your shot. You got to.
Okay.
It's tough guy started out here, so it's your shot. We'll play the video here. We'll go 3, 2, and we'll play the video.
Boykin step backs with the ball, throws it up. Green is mean, makes the save. Good.
Green is mean. That's
That's all I
solid.
got.
That's
That's all I
solid.
can
Green
come
is
up
mean.
with.
That's a really good line. All right, Travis. You got. This is as solid as it gets. You ready?
Okay.
All right, we'll play it in 3, 2, 1, and we'll play it.
All right, Boykin drops back for the win. He goes for it. Oh no! Oh, impossible! He does it! He does the unbelievable. He catches a ball tip. Everyone thought the game was over. There's no way this could have happened. What a lucky play.
Awesome. I think it's Travis. Jack brought the energy, and
Y'all were a lot
you had
more.
mean is green, but Travis, you're getting the 2 points here first off. So you guys got a future in this. Don't worry. Plenty of future, guys. For the first time since 2000, the Texas apparel contract will be up for bidding. Nike will not renew the contract until October 1st, which is tomorrow. But they do have 15 days to match any other offer. Rumors are swirling. Under Armour and Adidas desperately want a piece of the Longhorns. So, if you're UT, you get to choose a brand. I've got markers here, and it's your responsibility. You're going to design your own uniform. So, I've got supplies, and so take one and pass them down. And take one of those and pass them down. Only one of them is orange.
Yep.
And so you guys get to pick a brand, and we're going to go 30 seconds starting now. And everybody's going to get to draw their own uniform. So you get to draw your own design, and that's how we'll decide 2 points. What brand are you guys choosing, by the way?
Adidas.
Oh, Adidas?
Under Armour's
Same.
too kitschy. It'll try to be too cute.
All right, we got 10 seconds on the clock. All right, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and all right. Let's see what everybody's got. All right.
Classic.
Oh wow. Okay. All right. That's good stuff. That's
Let
you
me
know
explain
maybe you
my
guys
terribleness.
missed-
Just
yeah,
classic.
So I want to start with Travis here,
Okay.
and
All right,
and let's see what he's
Under Armour
got.
sign crafted
Okay.
into a longhorn.
Oh,
That is
branding at its
brand
worst.
right in the middle.
Yeah,
Just
let's see if we can get a
revolutionary,
little zoomage on there on the Under Armour. What do you call that? The underhorn?
This is
The underhorn.
Yeah,
the
underhorn.
horner
That'll work.
armor?
Or the longhorn armor.
Longhorn armor. Okay, all right. That looks great. Let's go to Madelyn.
I like classic. Classic, old school.
So you're going
Love
classic, old school.
it. The good days.
The good days. So you,
Part-
are you
some of the
sticking
good
with
days.
Nike?
No, Adidas.
You
Same.
I don't understand the Adidas love.
I'm
but-
sorry.
All right, so we got the classic, old school, and Jack's
I decided to
Jack's
go a
bringing
little
the
out
art.
of it. Yeah, I decided to
bringing
go
the heart.
out of nowhere. It just makes sense. Just a bevo right across the chest.
And then you got like the jet. It looks like an arena.
yeah,
an arena uniform almost.
This would never happen, and I would never want this to happen. But this was just the first thing that came to mind.
I honestly love it. All right, I'll show you mine now. I guess if we went right here, then so mine is, as you can see, I missed my calling for sure, but it's got like those are little Longhorns.
Oh.
If you're wondering.
Okay.
So, and that's the Under Armour because I think it'd be nice to have a chains, and then you just get little. It's white, and then you just get little orange Longhorns everywhere. So that's beautiful. If I could give myself 2 points, I would, but that's not the way the show works. So Jack gets 2 points for rapid fire here, guys. We got time for one. I love the drawings, by the way. We got time for one more, and this is the best one, guys. Everybody loves a celebration. Check out this one from Rugnid Odor and Prince Fielder of the Texas Rangers yesterday. Excuse me, Elvis Andrus and Prince Fielder. Guys, we have some great celebrations over the years. I believe this one was after hitting a mammoth home run by Prince Fielder yesterday. What a celebration. So, guys, if you guys get the chance, you might stand up for this and give yourself a little room. You guys get to give me, you just hit a bomb deep to right center. You can do the bat flip, you can do whatever you want, but I need a home run celebration to win it. Anybody gets it.
All right.
And if you guys can, just scoot right up here in front of the table.
Oh gosh.
Oh yeah, I guess we gotta.
Or don't. Just stay
Okay,
behind.
it's just right here. You gotta get the hips.
The hips?
Hips come through. Okay, obviously. Sorry. Hit the back flip, and then you just stand on home plate. You know it's gone. Stay on home plate. Stare the pitcher down, and just shake your head, and then just walk around the bases. Give him a mean mug. Just mean mug the entire way. Nothing extravagant.
That's not extravagant at all, no.
But he would absolutely hate you.
Yeah,
I think it would- I think it would work
are you ready to
best.
box after that, or
I mean,
with a
I'll
picture?
go.
Okay. All right. What else we got? So we got stare down the pitcher and just walk around. What do you guys have? Anything special? Any sort of handshakes?
There goes the.
A little more than a bat flip?
There goes the-
Yeah, you can use a
Yeah.
marker as your bat if you want.
I mean, yeah, okay. So I'll demonstrate. You're gonna hit it, and then you're just gonna go. And
Absolutely drilled it?
Yeah, absolutely. Just bang.
Okay.
And then we're gonna do somersaults and cartwheels
Somersaults?
the whole way down.
Okay.
Absolutely.
All right, we got somersaults. Madelyn, real quick, you got 20 seconds to amaze me.
I'm thinking home run. Get on the dugout. Run around the stadium. Just take a lap. Hand the bat.
Honestly, that's the best. Madelyn wins. Travis here is awesome. Madelyn wins. Walking around the dugout. We're walking off College Crossfire here. That does it for Week 5, fall semester of 2015. Watch us every Wednesday night live at 9 p.m. Keep up with us on social media and at College XFire. Keep up with the latest Longhorn sports news Monday nights at 9:30 College Press Box. Check them out on Twitter at College Press Box. Madelyn, the first timer, is your champion with walking around the dugout and the stands. Madelyn, unbelievable job. Everybody else, Travis, the first time. You will certainly be back, and Captain Jack, always love having you on. Thanks to everybody in Studio Master Control making this thing happen. Special thanks to every one of you for spending your Wednesday night with us. And until next week from the 40 Acres, I'm your host, Reese Miller. Have an awesome night.